I hope it'll be quicker, and I'm hoping that it will release a little bit of tension for you. I'm hoping that this one, yeah, I just hope it'll be a good tension release for you. So let's get started. Hop on your mat and grab some blocks if you have them, if you think you might need them. And we'll start off in just an easy seat, bringing our hands to our thighs, bring our hands to our knees, whatever feels comfortable to you. Deepen our breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Releasing tension through the crown of the head, the face, the jaw. With each inhale, find expansion. And each exhale, let it go. Maybe feeling in your shoulders if there's tension there. And just work to let it go. Maybe breathe in deep. Now your next breath out, sigh it out. Just feel that tension leave your body. Wherever you came to the mat with, see if you can let it go. Just for this time on the mat, have no other worries, no other cares. Just release everything. Bat your eyelashes open if they're not already open. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them drop down. Do it a few more times. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop them down. Feeling all that tension leave your neck. One more time, inhale in. Exhale it out. We'll take some neck circles. Inhaling through, exhaling down. And switch sides. Inhale back to center. Reverse the cross of your legs. Might feel a little funky, but we'll get both sides in here. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Exhale, grab your left wrist with your right hand and take a gentle side bend to the right. Stretching through the left side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, palms to the ground. We're just going to take some, not neck circles, but we're just going to turn our head over our right shoulder, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling back to center. Exhale over the left shoulder. 4. Finding that pelvic lift. Inhale back to center. And maybe take your right ear over your right shoulder. If it feels okay, you can gently place your right hand on top of your head, but be careful not to pull. Just maybe tap a little bit. Stretching through the neck and the shoulders, releasing all that tension. Inhaling back to center. Exhale to the left. Left ear over left shoulder. Inhale back to center. We're going to bring our feet together in a cobbler's pose or butterfly round angle pose. And we're just going to sit here opening our hips. If you want to, you can start to fold forward. Just make sure keeping your back as straight as possible. Hands can be on your ankles, they can be on your feet. Maybe even give yourself a little foot massage, releasing the tension in your feet. Careful not to round through, keeping your back nice and straight. Inhale, rise back up. And we're going to come to a tabletop position. Working our way through a few rounds of cat-cow. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath your hip points. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through. Pressing into the tops of your feet. Pressing through your fingertips. Take some weight off of your wrists here. Notice any place you might be gripping. Try to soften. Your next inhale, come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes and send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shining your upper arm bones toward the ceiling. Maybe come up onto your toes for a second and then exhale, drop the heels towards the mat, stretching through those hamstrings. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, make your way to the top, hop or step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathing here. Pressing through all four corners of the feet. Maybe you lift your toes. Your feet can be hip width apart or flush together. Drop your hands, come up for chair pose. Sinking into those heels, sinking low. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. Find your vinyasa, chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra to down dog. Cobra. And we'll meet in down dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up high. Exhale, step it through. Pivot on the back foot and rise up for warrior one. Take a second to find your stance. Front knee over front ankle. Hips are facing forward in neutral position. Tucking those upper rib bones down. Engaging your core. Inhale in. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Take a minute to adjust your stance if you need. Front knees over front ankle, making sure that your knee is pulled back and tracking over the second or third toe. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, start to straighten through the front leg. Bump your hips out for triangle pose. Grab your block if you need. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel back. Plant the palms, step back and find your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it through. Rise up for warrior one. Inhale in. Exhale, open up for warrior two. Front knee over front ankle, knitting those ribs down, engaging your core. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, start to straighten through the left leg. Rise up for triangle pose on this side. Inhale in, reverse your triangle. Exhale, cartwheel back down. Find your vinyasa and we'll meet in down dog. Take a minute to pedal it out here. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms come down, come up. Chair pose. Sink low into your heels. One more breath. Inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to move into some balancing. So I'm going to step to the middle of the mat. You can stay at the top of the mat if that feels good to you. We're going to bring our hands to our hips, our hands to heart center, and shift our weight into our left foot, coming up for tree pose. Now your tree pose can be here, or you can bring your tree up to your thigh. Hands at heart center, hands at your hips, or hands overhead like a tree with your branches long. Careful not to grip, pressing into all four corners of your left foot, pressing with your left leg onto your right foot and your right foot onto your left leg so you can find stability. Inhale in. Exhale, start to come out of that tree. Shake it off. Hands at hips or heart. Start to bring your weight into your right leg. Coming up for tree pose with your left leg. If you need more of a challenge in tree pose, you can lift your gaze, or maybe even close your eyes. There's nothing to focus on. That's when the balance really comes into play here. Careful not to grip through your toes, but just pressing into all four corners of that right foot. Maybe your branches sway. Inhale in one more time. Exhale, let it all go. We're going to try eagle pose today too. So, bringing our weight into our left leg, we'll raise our right leg. I take my arms out long for eagle arms. I'm going to take my right arm over my left, and you might just be here. You might be able to take the full bind. I'm going to bind my right leg over my left and sink into eagle. Lifting my arms up. Not much else I can focus on other than the balance of this pose. Inhale, back up, unwind. Exhale, let it go. Bringing our balance or our weight into our right leg, taking our arms wide, taking our left arm over our right at this time, taking our left leg over our right, sinking low into eagle pose. Keeping your arms up. It's a nice stretch through the shoulders. And remember, you can be here, you can be here, wherever feels comfortable for you. I'm taking the full bind, but you might not be there yet, and that is fine. I wasn't always here, and I fall a lot. But if you fall, don't worry, get back up, get right back in it. You got this. Inhale, start to come up and unravel with your exhale. I'm going to step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. I'm going to start to come down into a little ball here. Move for a toe stand. You can keep your hands on the mat for stability, or maybe you can bring them to heart center. Bringing our hands to the mat. Start to come down to a seat, legs out long. We're going to come to a seated forward fold here, so you can make sure your sit bones are nice and flush with the mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Now your hands can be here. They can be at your shins. They can be at your feet. Wherever you are, that is fine. Maybe they're right here. Just move. With every inhale, find extension.
exhale, maybe be able to sink a little deeper. Focusing the breath wherever you need to feel it. Sending the breath to where you feel the most sensation. Your next inhale, start to come up. Sitting back in your staff pose. Releasing all the tension. We're going to start to come back. We bring our feet to the mat, rolling down. One vertebrae at a time. Back is cracking nice today. Oh, snuggle your shoulder blades under your heart space. And we're going to come into a bridge pose. And we're going to try to do a restorative bridge. So if you have blocks, that is great. If you don't, then you can stay in bridge, or you can just stay on the mat, just like this. But I'm going to take my block and I'm going to lift my sacrum and place my block right underneath my sacrum here. And then I'm going to begin to lift my legs up . This is a great pose for reducing blood pressure, legs up the wall. If plow pose and shoulder stand are in your practice, you can go ahead and do that now. I would just take the block out just in case you need it. If you do not do plow or shoulder stand, go ahead and just stay in restorative bridge or bridge. If you come to shoulder stand or plow pose, make sure your neck stays long and you don't crunch in and you don't put all your weight on your neck. This is a shoulder stand and your weight should be in your shoulders. Making sure your neck stays long. Coming back from shoulder stand through plow pose. Rolling back down, maybe placing your block under your sacrum. Coming back to our restorative bridge. Maybe doing some bicycle legs. Oh, anything that helps you release some of that tension. And the kittens. Is it even a practice without one of my kittens going crazy? It can't be, right? Or having Polly in our practice. And if this isn't comfortable for you on a block, you can always go and put your legs up a wall. If you find a wall, you just gotta really shimmy yourself close here. That was beautiful to watch. The legs up the wall is a great way to reduce stress, reduce blood pressure. It gets the blood flowing in an opposite direction. It's a great inversion. Just relaxing with your legs up over your heart space. It's a great thing to come to if you're feeling stressed and you don't have time to do yoga. Just come, legs up the wall. Sit here for a few minutes. If you're in restorative or if you're next to the wall, begin to come back onto your mat. Remove the kitten from underneath if need be, so you can lay back down. Bringing our legs in, giving ourselves a big hug. Maybe crunching into a little ball. Bringing our hands to the outside of our feet. Coming into a happy baby. Pressing our tailbone toward the top of the mat. Pressing our feet into our hands and our hands back into our feet. Opening through our hips. Bringing our legs to the mat. Bringing our left leg long. Hugging our right leg into our chest. Maybe bringing it to our shoulder, into our armpit. Stretching through that right hip. And taking our right leg and bringing it to our left side for a supine twist. Guiding our right knee over to the left. Our gaze is soft or over our right fingertips. Inhale, back up, hugging our right leg in. Now switching, sending our right leg long, bringing our left leg in toward our armpit. Stretching out through that left hip crease. Bringing our left leg over to the right. Gaze is over our left palm, or soft. Or close your eyes. Polly has all of her tension melting away too. Feeling pretty relaxed over here, huh? Yeah. Coming back through center, hugging that left leg in. Sending both legs out long. Finding our final pose, Shavasana. Tucking our shoulder blades underneath our back. Sinking into the mat. Letting our body become heavy. Letting our feet splay apart. Palms are facing the ceiling. Relaxing through the crown of the head, relaxing through the face. Maybe letting the jaw fall open a little. Our tongue can fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing through the neck and the shoulders. Relaxing through the chest. Relaxing through the pelvis. And the legs. And the toes. Letting your body become heavy. Letting the tension melt away. Not letting Polly distract you. Start to deepen your breath. Roll over onto your right side. Pushing up with your palm, finding a comfortable seat on the mat. Petting your dog if she's around, or he, or your cat. Closing your eyes for one final moment. Making a mental note to try to go about the rest of your day, breathing your tension away. Every time you feel that you might be tense, just take a few deep breaths and let it go. Allowing yourself time to think before you respond, before you do anything rash. Just take the time to think through anything that you're going to do before you do it. Letting the tension go first. Hands at heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you feel a little bit lighter, and I hope you bring it into the rest of your day. Namaste.